Hi everyone, it's Little K Artistry. I am in my studio. It is evening, that's why my shades are drawn. It's a little bit darker in here. And I am getting ready to do a Cirrus cloud pour. My new cloud pouring technique, I'm really excited about it. This is a 24-inch round cradled wood canvas. So this is so far the biggest one that I've done this style on. It's a cloud pour. It does use a cloud mix. And I've also, like I said in previous videos, my cloudy pours are the only ones that I do use US Floetrol in, because so far it has been the best medium that I have found so far for this style of painting that I want to do. However, I am on the search for new and better and more, I guess, I don't want to say professional, but more archival, because the Floetrol isn't necessarily archival for art. So I am still on the look, so take heart. I will find one that is just as good. I know there are other artists out there who are doing the same thing. So I am in my studio tonight. I have a variety of colors that I'm working with, and as I pour them and fill the cup, I will tell you what they are. So I'm sitting here having my Jack Skellington mug full of blueberry coffee with oat milk. I have decided that I'm going to try and, I'm attempting to go mostly vegan. I might start by just maybe pescatarian and eat, because I do love fish and salmon and whatnot. So I might not go totally vegan, but I am having some, health issues, as we all do when we get older. And I think probably cutting out the dairy and the meats and the animal products is going to help that. So that's why I'm having my blueberry coffee with oat milk, and it is very good. I personally love coffee with cream and sugar, but I am working on loving coffee without sugar, and I really do like the oat milk. So that's just like kind of an aside. It has nothing to do with art, but that's what I'm drinking in my coffee. So coffee with oat milk, and I always have blueberry because I love blueberry coffee. So I am going to put my gloves on. I'm going to zoom the camera in a little bit more so it's more showing just the canvas, because I wanted to say hi to everyone and welcome. And then I'm going to get started filling the cup, and then I'm going to do the pour. And this is just, it is a cloud pour. It's the Cirrus cloud pour, so it's a different technique. And it's really fun, and I've started doing it. I have not seen anyone else doing this technique. I don't know if I have found a new technique for a cloud pour. I don't know, but I am really, really enjoying it. And I'm loving just how I can put the clouds right where I want them. And that's really cool too. So I am going to get going. I do want to welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. It's so close to 2,000 subscribers. You guys, please share and encourage your friends and fellow art lovers to subscribe to my channel. I would be absolutely honored. Thank you so much. Give me a shout out in the comments. I do read all of them, and I do respond to all of them in a timely fashion if it's humanly possible. And I just loved hearing from you all. So thank you so much for your support and for your wonderful comments. And for those of you who have made my spinner, congratulations. That is video 89. And if you are using any of my mixes, there are some that I've done, the Foggy mix and the Little K mix that I use for my Dutch Bloom-like blowouts. That also is a recent video that I did, the mix for that one. So thank you all for participating if you're using my mixes, and thank you for the shout outs, for letting me know from where in the world you're watching, because it's always very cool to see my list growing, so thank you for that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start. I will give a shout out for the colors to let you know what colors I'm using as I get going. And this is an instructional video, so I am, if it comes out well, I will be sharing all the mixes and the colors and everything down below. And hopefully this video will see the light of day, and this Cirrus cloud pour will come out nicely, because I really want one for my wall. I was outside at camp a lot of the day today, and I was really inspired by the sky and the clouds. So hopefully this will go well. And I am gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so that you can watch how I create this Cirrus cloud pour. So welcome and thank you. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to put this aside though, because there have been times when I have accidentally poured my coffee into a pour, so I don't want to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. I'm going to come over here, bring my camera down, and zoom you in on the canvas. And like I said, this is a 24-inch cradled wood canvas, so it's pretty good sized. And fingers crossed, say a little prayer, this will come out really, really well. I'm going to make sure I tilt this down just a tiny bit more because I really want you guys to be able to see the whole thing. Okay. All right, I'll put my gloves on. My hands are healing. My wrist is doing a little bit better. I have had a wrist brace on it. I have a really difficult time getting the glove up over the brace. And I do want to wear gloves when I do this because I think perhaps the acrylics were making my contact dermatitis worse, but it's definitely getting better now. So let me get a cup. I don't have any more of my favorite paper cups, unfortunately. So I am going to use a Walmart plastic cup. But before I load my cup, I'm going to put down my base coat. And this is titanium white. This is Amsterdam Acrylics titanium white. And I'm just going to pour a good amount of this on here. I do want a base coat. I think that should be good. I might need to add a little bit more. And you'll see I also have another color there that looks like white. That is actually Amsterdam's pearl blue. And I do have a lot of blues in this painting, so I'm hoping that pearl blue is going to really make things shine because it's a really beautiful color. I'm hoping. I've never used that particular color in a cloud pour before, so I do not know what it's going to turn out like. Like I always say, it may end up looking like butt, but if it does, it will be pretty butt. You all are probably really tired of hearing me say that by now, but oh well. If you are, I'm sorry. Just gonna kind of try and flatten this out a little bit and bring it a little bit more to the edges, just so that I have a little bit of wet paint on the canvas before I lay down, before I do the actual pour, because I want it to have something to slide on. That's the only reason I put this base coat on here. Something to slide on. Do one more time. This process also, believe it or not, helps to get the bubbles out of your base coat. If you have bubbles, if you've just mixed your base coat, this does help to get the bubbles out. And I know some of you had mentioned in one of my last videos that you couldn't really hear me very well because I was talking really quietly. I apologize for that. This is my safe space. This is my studio, so I don't raise my voice in here, but I will attempt to talk a little bit louder so that you all can hear me, because, you know, that's important. Now I'm going to, I think I want to start with the dark and move to the light. Now let me think about this for a minute, because typically I have a white center. Now I think I'm going to put a little bit of the pearl. Sorry, that's not. This is the cloud. I'm going to put a tiny, tiny bit of the cloud in the very bottom. Oh, hold up. I have got a little dried piece in there. We don't want that in there. That would be horrible. Right in the center of my painting. Okay. Just a little bit in there, just enough to kind of coat the bottom of the cup. Not very much at all. And then I think what I'll do is, I do think I want to go darkest to lightest. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know, you guys. Okay. No, I'm going to go light to dark. And then what I think I'm going to do, okay, so this is PBO's, and it's iridescent turquoise blue. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. And then I'm also going to use Liquitex Basics. This is fluorescent blue. Tiny little bit of that. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the pearl blue. Just because I kind of want to sandwich the pearl blue in between some other blues. And then I'm going to go ahead. This is, I think, ultramarine. This is ultramarine blue. Liquitex Basics ultramarine blue. And then this is Liquitex Basics, and this is Payne's Gray. Okay. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to do, I think I want just the dark ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ultramarine blue and the Payne's Gray again. Just because I want a lot of the bright colors to be in the very center and I want the darker colors to be on the outside edge. And you know, if you've ever seen a cloud pour done, or a straight pour, or anything like that, you know the last color that you put in the cup is the first color you put in the cup ends up in the center because it is the last one that is poured, that comes out of the cup. Okay, this is why it is a serious cloud pour. I am not, you'll see I did not put any cloud mix except that tiny little bit that was in the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this a little bit as I get going, and then I'm going to add the cloud mixture in, and you'll see as I get going. This is, I've been practicing this a lot, you guys. This is not easy. So if you endeavor to try this, you're going to make some mistakes. So just give yourself a chance to make the mistakes. I'm not just going to talk while I'm doing this, and I probably won't breathe. So I'm going to turn it kind of slowly, but I'm going to pour it kind of quickly. Here we go. Oh, shoot, I dribbled it. Oh, that's all right, I can fix that. No problemo. Just come in with my skewer and kind of just drag it a little bit. Just to straighten that line out a little bit. Okay. I think the center is pretty perfect. Okay, guys, I hope this turns out looking really good. Okay, so I am going to put a little bit more of the lighter color out here. Just because I don't want to spin off all that dark blue. So I want to have a little bit of light there to spin off. So I can already see the white and this beautiful iridescent turquoise blue. That's turquoise blue. I can already see that mixing with the white, and it's looking really beautiful. Now my center, I don't know if you guys noticed that, the center is not centered, so I'm just going to scoot it a little bit. Wow, those blues are looking gorgeous. Just going to scoot this to the center, and then I am going to pop some of those bubbles. It doesn't look like much now, you guys, but you just wait and see. I mean, I think it looks gorgeous, but you'll see. You'll see. I think it's going to be just beautiful. Okay, I'm going to give it just a minute because I want those clouds to form. And I do have to refill my little butane here. There we go, refill my torch. There we go. Okay, the cloudy center is not quite in the center. Oh, there's a few more. I just mixed that dark blue, and I think that's what's causing the bubbles, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to spin this a little. Move these guys out of the way. Spin this a little, and then I'm going to stop it. Okay. All right, now see, oh my goodness, see that, you guys? Ooh, ooh, that's pretty. But this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted the clouds in a very specific place, which is why I didn't use a lot, you'll notice. I didn't use a ton of cloud mix. I like the cloud look, but I don't like it to overwhelm the piece. All right, I'm going to spin it this way. Oh, wow, you guys, I'm really liking this. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. I wanted a lot of that dark blue, which is why I didn't use a lot of the lighter colors. I put the lighter colors in the very bottom of the cup, and probably for the last 2/3 to 3/4 of the cup, it was all these darker colors, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of a darker look, but with a light, cloudy center. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to stretch this blue out. That's why I put that extra blue on there, so I'd have something to stretch. This will all end up going off. This will all end up going off the wood canvas, which is why I don't mind if it has bubbles or lines or anything in it. I'm just kind of stretching it because it didn't get quite enough of the white base on there. It's not moving as much as I wanted it to move. There we go. Oh, wow. This is looking so, so pretty. Oh, I hope you guys comment. Let me know what you think of this. I think it's gorgeous. One more. Spin it a little bit harder this time. Get a little bit more of that. Oh, wow. Okay, the Payne's Gray and the Ultramarine Blue, the mixture of those two colors is just gorgeous. And I am loving this. I don't know if you can see what that looks like on the bottle, but the pearl blue is mixing with some of the other blues, and it's just looking gorgeous. Oh my, my, my. Wow, so pretty. All right, so I am going to move this a little bit that way. Okay, and let's spin it again. I'm going to go this way this time. Let it spin a little more. I want some more of that cloud and some of the blue to come off. What I'm trying to do is enlarge this part. Oh, wow. Ooh. So I'm trying to enlarge and stretch this part and stretch some of these extra colors off. So let's go this way with it. Go a little bit more. There we go. Oh, wow. I am loving this. Gosh. Gosh, you guys. Oh, this is exactly the way I wanted it. This is perfect. I mean, no art is perfect, but with regard to what I wanted to happen, it's exactly what I was going for. That's all I mean by perfect. I don't mean it's a perfect piece of art, because I don't think there is such a thing. this is so beautiful. A little more. I want to get a little bit more of that light blue spun off and a little bit more of that extra cloud. Just a tiny, tiny bit more spin. There's a little bit of blue that's still hanging on the very, very edge, and I want to make sure that's gone. And I think that's almost got it. That's about, wow. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but let me tell you, this is going on my wall. This is exactly what I wanted. And for those of you who have asked, yes, I do sell my pieces. I have sold a number of them. I do sell mostly locally. Mostly locally. There are a couple that I've sent out of state, but for the most part, they're local. I do want this to go, so I think I'm going to spin it one more time and see if I can get that last little bit of light blue off. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so a little bit of this. Touch up that edge right there. There's just a couple of spots where the color didn't go quite fully over the edge of the canvas. I just want to check and make sure all of the edges are in fact covered. Okay, I think we've got it. Okay guys, wow. All right, I am really eager to hear your thoughts on this. And before I even zoom you in for a close-up, I know exactly what... That's the composition right there, the way you guys are seeing it. Absolutely, 100%. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am really eager to hear what you guys think of this. So really what makes this... I'm going to zoom out. Hold on. Let me just zoom out really quickly so I can talk to you guys while we're looking at this, because this is instructional, so I want to make sure that I get a chance to talk to you guys. Okay, and I want to drink some more of my coffee. Okay, I hope you can see me. I don't know if I'm standing in the right place or if I even put the camera in the right place. If not, that's fine. My hair is a wreck today anyway, so you probably don't need to see me. Okay, so what makes this a serious cloud pour instead of a traditional cloud pour is because I put a very tiny, tiny little bit of cloud mix in the actual cup that I poured. The rest of it had no cloud mix in it. I added the cloud mix in afterwards, or not afterwards, but as I was pouring the colors out. You saw what I did. I squirted the cloud mix in very precise places, exactly where I wanted it to be. Now, you can do this without spinning your canvas. I've done that before too. So it ends up being like cumulus clouds. So they're just like a group of them here and there. You can do that as well. And I'm kind of infatuated with clouds at the moment. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But I'm trying to get a technique with the cloud pour to do all four of the various style of clouds. So this kind of looks a little bit, almost more a little bit like a cumulus because of the clouds that are here. But this pattern here, the streakies, that's what the cirrus clouds are, the ones that are real, almost like streaks of fog in the sky. Those are cirrus clouds. So that's why I call this a cirrus cloud pour. The other thing that's really neat about this technique is some of the cloud formations don't happen until after you've actually stretched everything out. And I'm going to show you when I zoom in, you get these little, I call them snakes. You get these little snake cells of clouds, and there's one that's forming right here, and it's just the blue and the light blue colors, but it's in a patch in between the clouds. It's very cool. So I'll zoom you in and show you that. Let me have some coffee first. I'm dying to hear what you guys think of this. I really am. So there's no big secret for the technique. It's just, and if you didn't want a light cloud center like this, you could not put any cloud mix. I'm going to do another one like that. Don't put any cloud mix in your cup versus that tiny little bit I put in the bottom. If you don't want any clouds in the center, you can do that as well. And then just add the clouds with and it's just one of my big squirt bottles. You can add that in and not put any cloud mix in your cup if you wanted to do it. It's completely up to you, but what I love about this is the experimentation and what you get, and this is just so cool to me. I love this. So I'm going to come over there and zoom you in, and I'm going to show you these little snaky clouds too, because it's really, that little snake has shown up in every single one that I've done like this. I've never seen it in any of my other cloud pours. Maybe it's from this technique, maybe it's just that I'm lucky and I'm getting little snakes in my paintings, I don't know. But let me come in. And I'm going to zoom you in so you can see this really cool stuff that I'm doing here on this canvas. Alright, let's zoom you in now. And hopefully I can get you... Okay, so there's the center with the... Oh my word, it's glowing, you guys. It's glowing. Let's scoot over here a little bit because there's a terrible glare from that light. There, that's better. Okay, now I want to see if I can zoom you in and show you where that wormy thing is. Right? Hold on. Can you see it? Right there in the center. See it? That little wormy thing right there. Hopefully you can see it. I can't tell. I can't see the camera. But isn't that really so cool? Let's see if I can zoom in and get a close up of it. Isn't that neat? It just forms, and I don't know why. But this, oh my word, that blue, that Amsterdam blue that I put in there is mixing and it's looking like purple. Oh, you guys, I think this might be my favorite one now. This is like, oh, I wish there wasn't that glare from that light, dang it. I'm so angry there's a glare on this. Let me see if you can see it like that. Isn't that amazing? Oh, what do you guys think? Okay, I want to hear. You guys have to comment. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but I'm going to straighten up that. Is it this one? No, it's that one. Let me straighten this because that's really annoying. Is that better? No. Jeepers, I can't win. That made it worse. I'm so sorry. Oh, you guys, that made it worse. Okay, all right, well... drop a comment other than my terrible lighting situation, which I know I need to fix, guys. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Let's scoot you over this way so you have to glare at that. There we go. Other than my lighting situation, let me know what you think of it. I just love this. I feel like we're underwater and we're coming up through like a tunnel in the water, and I'm loving. I'm gonna do another one with these colors. I have so much of the paint left. I'm gonna do another one. Okay, I'm really looking forward to you guys and your comments. Please let me know what you think. If you want to try this Cirrus cloud technique, it's just another way of putting the cloud paint on the canvas. And like I said, this is a 24-inch cradled wood, and these are not cheap, so I always save them for very, very special paintings. And this one is going on my wall. I love this. Okay, I'm looking forward to your comments. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. I'm really trying to get 2,000 and beyond. I just want to share this art with everyone who wants to see it. So thank you so much for your comments and for sharing and for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do. To all the new subscribers, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this. To my seasoned and returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful night, because it's night here when I'm recording this. And remember, this is Little K saying, go make the art. Bye, guys.